So, welcome to this little video where I'll be explaining more about the food that we are gonna prepare during this Kundalini Yoga retreat online program offered by Sattvic Life Academy. So, there are three basic philosophy. Not there's one philosophy which is called Ayurveda, and in there, we can see that there are different doshas. So according to our body type, we have different food, which is recognized for each of us. So for that, you can take a test, which is online. I will share the link with you in this video. So, but what I wanted to explain today is about the Rajasic, Tamasic, and Sattvic. So these are three ways of living your life, basically, and of taking in what comes from life. Okay, so first I'll talk about the Tamasic because that's the most generally used in this society. A lot of people go for ready-made food. Okay, so who knows, I mean, how many pizzas we eat and how much, canned and prepared food and takeaways. This is a society of takeaway and having quick stuff and ready-made food prepared by someone else. Okay, in Ayurveda, we consider everything is energy around us, within us, what we take in. Everything is energy. So God knows what energy that food has been prepared. So what we consider in Ayurveda is that when you have tamasic food, you become more lethargic. It is food that has been prepared days before, that it doesn't have this vibrance. It doesn't have the energy that you put in your food. It doesn't have the devotion. It doesn't have the love. It doesn't have the conditioning and the whole quantum impact of your thought and your energy on the food. So that's the tamasic. It's like, the students or the adolescents, they eat this chips, they have pizza, they lay on the couch, they don't feel like moving too much. And it's that kind of ambiance. That's the tamasic ambiance. So I want to say straight away, we need three of them. It's good to have a balance, but I want to build this up to the Sattvic, which is actually the yogic diet. The second is the Rajasic. So you have to see it like a very up and down thing. So Rajasic is typically the character of fire. You move a lot. You're looking for the next high, the next kick, and you're navigating from kick to down to kick to down. It's the guy, either you're eating coffee or you're constantly chewing something or getting some sugar intake or something to give you the kick the whole time. So you go from up to down to up to down. So you're constantly navigating on taking in and having these high and lows. So that's the Rajasic energy. It's moving a lot. I mean, of course, we need it at times. We need to have these moments where we can, get and do stuff. But as a general life philosophy, it's quite tiring. It's also very much in this society, we all go like, we have these phases where we run and we eat very spicy and very, and we're very much in our organs and our sexuality, and everything is very sparkling, and we eat life, we're like very, very, but we also have a lot of bursting emotions, and we drink alcohol and coffee and we enjoy everything, but we know that these periods have their time and then it goes down again. So what we do, especially during a retreat, we recognize, really invite you to go for Sattvic. So Sattvic will be food that you cook yourself, that it's not that you have to go into meditation while cooking, of course, but still, it's nice to, you prepare that little thing for yourself or for your family, and you make a little more just to have a bit. I mean, when you have a yogic diet, you could have, lentils or rice or veggies or, food in the oven, home cooked. You can have the same dish 1 or 2 days in a row. That's not a problem. You can even have a big soup, like in the good old days, like make a nice soup and have that for 2 days. I mean, it's very cultural and very modern life that we need every day something new, and we have to have all our tastes excited, and we have to be very like stimulated. No, this year is the idea to have the opposite. We want to go inward. So we want to relax our system. We want to relax our organs. We want to give ourselves that space to breathe more, have more space, have more quietness to observe and to hack these little things, our thoughts, hack our habits and track what's going on and just experience the grace and the peace of being ourselves. And that can be done only in the silence. And the silence can only come from the peace and from the slowness. There's a lot of difficulty to find the silence when you're constantly in movement, right? Some people will recognize themselves here. People who move a lot and who are always, how can they get inward? It's just so difficult. You need to have this transition and come back down inside. So that's the invitation with the Sattvic. I hope this is clear. It's a very in a nutshell, like a very easy simplification of what it is. If you want to know more about it, there are loads of videos online, and I do have a test that I can share with you. So if you want to know which dosha you are, if you're Pitta, Vata, Kapha, if you're more like the stable, you will know it for yourself. The Vata is more airy, very like almost not grounded kind of a personality, will be very forgetful, but also very floaty, but very flexible. If you're Pitta, you're more like fiery, spontaneous, you're active and reactive. And if you're Kapha, you're more slow, your bone structure is also heavier and you move in a slow way and you process information much slower. Vata and Pitta are much faster in the brain. They also a bit too fast, so they can be like they have ADD. Kapha people don't have ADD. So if you have ADD, it's also good to slow down and to have more solid food, warm food, to eat less light, like salad and raw stuff. If you're very airy, it's good to have more heavy food. And on the opposite, also, if you have very heavy structure and you have a tendency to be too slow, it's good to go towards a bit more lighter food and more, more, yeah, carbs maybe, veggies which are more raw, less processed, less. So voilà, that's the idea. Also, again, in a very simplified vision, because I'm not a Ayurveda specialist, but I just wanted to share this information with you as a first step into it. Because if you think it's interesting, this can really impact you big time. Me, it did a lot. Just to know about the concept of Rajasic, Tamasic, and Sattvic. Yeah, something shifted because then I understood, yeah, this makes sense. I am looking for more stability and for more peace and more grounded and be on top of my game and not constantly running after time, running after project. This is what we're here for. So voila. I hope you got some information out of this and I wish you a beautiful retreat. If you need some recipes, just reach out and I'll send you a bunch of things that I do. I also post on social media a lot on this topic. So don't hesitate to follow me on social media. Bye for now.